Hi, how's it going? This is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised. I wanted to thank you real quick for taking time out of your day to talk to one of my team members about getting this video out to you. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few things, see if we can't figure out a couple ways that can help you guys get some more leads per month when it comes to your Google business profile and your website here. Now I have the website pulled up. I'd like to start out. I saw here, obviously, you're working in Chicagoland area. Naperville is going to be one of the closest as you're in Oswego here. Now, I want to pull up the town you're in as well, just to see if you might be ranking your Google business profile and website there already. Bear with me here. Okay. All right. So, not seeing you guys here, at least when it comes to roofing. Let's see. Okay. So, not seeing it when it comes to roofing. You guys are more of a remodeling. I know you do a lot of different services here. Let's see. Let's try remodeling real quick. There you are. Okay. So you are here for remodeling. So we want to be able to rank for as many of those different keywords as possible, right? So we can just increase the amount of traffic that's coming to our website and our Google business profile as well. So with that being said, though, you'd only be able to rank your Google business profile within the town that you're in here. You won't be able to reach out to any of those other areas. Like you wouldn't be able to obviously rank your Google business profile in Naperville, but you can do that with now your website. Okay. So back to this real quick. So when I typed in roofing, Naperville, Illinois, is going to be one of the major markets right next to you. So we would want to be able to rank our website when it comes to a first page of this. We know 75 to 80% of people are going to be sticking on this page when choosing a company to do this type of service for them. Now, there's a few ways that we can be on this first page. The first way we're seeing here is through ads. I tend to stay away from these as about 80% of people are going to instantly disregard these anyways, mainly due to the credibility factor of it. I'm one of those people too. I tend to think if you're ranking organically, it's definitely going to seem more credible to me, especially when we're talking about a service-based industry like construction and remodeling. Now, with that being said, it looks like, obviously we wouldn't be able to see you within here, but we would want to be able to see you even when it comes to roofing, rank within this top handful, and especially on this first page, right? Now I'm going to skip over this guy here, as their name in itself here is kind of a little bit of a cheat when it's going to come to ranking for Naperville and roofing. So I want to stay away from them as they're going to get a boost just because of the company name. Now we'll look at Showalter's website here just so we can take a look at a couple things. Now, normally back to your website, Google's going to want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the home page alone. Okay. Now this can vary, of course, and your home page is definitely going to be more targeted towards the town that you guys are located in, your office. But you see how you have these different pages here that they're not linked to anything up here. They're in the scroll bar. So your service area pages here, right? We want each of these, like Aurora, we want these to act as their own little home page for each different area and all the services that you provide within it. Because what that's going to allow you to do is going to allow you to be able to rank just this Aurora page for any service that you guys might do within the Aurora area, right? So we want each of these different service pages or service area pages to rank. Now, your home page and these other services should be definitely geared more towards Oswego. But with that being said, we can come over here and look real quick. So this is Showalter. So their homepage is going to be more geared towards Naperville since this is where they're located at. Now, you're going to want to be able to go into each of these different areas where you're going to do service at. You can look at the competitors, how they're the top competitors, where they're ranking at, and come on to their homepage and really dive into a little bit of the content that they have on there and try and emulate it as much as possible because Google is using these guys as the reference point. So this is who is ranking, and if anybody comes in new, if they differentiate too much to the left or too much to the right, it's going to throw a red flag when looking to rank you guys. So they look like they might have about 1,200, maybe 1,500 words of content at the most. Now, if we come in, I want to try and find your Naperville one real quick. There it is. So if we come in and look at the Naperville one, right, of your page here, now we can see this is the amount of content that's on it, right? Well, we want this to match up with the amount of content that's on Naperville's or Showalter's homepage here, since theirs is geared towards Naperville and theirs is ranking up top. So we want to emulate that as much as possible, right? Now, kind of skipping off that, content's just going to be a huge thing. It's one of the major key factors when ranking a website. So you want to do as much research as possible, and again, try and emulate as much of the top competitors in those separate areas and suburbs as you can. Now, with that being said, too, I went ahead and I typed you guys, or I have your website pulled up here in this paid program I use called Ahrefs. It gives me this dashboard of numbers that's great for these quick comparisons between different websites. Now, this is doing your guys' website overall, all of its subdomains and so on and so forth. Now, these first two numbers here are actually going to be strength and trust ratings through Google. Now, one thing we might be able to do just for a little bit of a easier comparison, let's go ahead and take BMF remodeling here, and I'll throw them in as your competitor. But let's look at some of your numbers here real quick. So these are strength and trust ratings. They're rated out of 100, but really once you get into the 30s and 40s, we know you have a decently powerful website at that point. Now, to build this power and trust out, you got to keep building these backlinks that come from these referring domains. Just make sure when you build these out that you're building out high quality backlinks that are coming from authoritative referring domains, so that when you do get these, it's going to grant you guys more power and trust ratings here. And if you're not building out quality, sometimes it can actually do the opposite of what you're looking for it to do. Also, you're indexing for about 500 keywords. Now, I was looking through some sections of here, and it looks like a lot of, was it this section? No, it wasn't this section. It was projects. So it looks like projects is where you're getting a lot of your keywords from. Most likely because this is almost acting as a little blog in itself, kind of. And I kind of like this idea. So good job here. You're bringing in more content to the website. And obviously you're indexing for almost 500 keywords now, but still only bringing about 15 traffic. So you can actually come in here and see where most of your traffic's coming from, right? And it's all coming from these, like the blog. Let's see here. Yeah, so mostly coming from the blog is what it's looking like. Now, Naperville Contractor, so like here's a decent keyword to have, right? That's get 50 searches per month. And this is what we consider buyer intent too, because it's somebody in Naperville looking for a contractor right now. That gets 50 searches per month. Your 10th position, so you're right on the edge of that first page, may not even be breaking it, but you're only getting one traffic from that. So you need to be able to, Naperville siding, be able to rank higher for these remodeling companies, Naperville, right? Renovation companies, Naperville, 100 searches per month, but you're on that second or even third page of Google, so nobody's going to be able to see you. So that's what you need to figure out is how to get and really capitalize on these keywords that are buyer intent. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab, this is BMF here. Now, see, I don't know. Okay, it looks like they do a lot of the other things besides the roofing too. So I'm going to go ahead and grab them. Let's see what they might be up to. Okay, so really not a whole lot of difference when it comes to traffic. I know remodeling isn't going to be bringing in the most amount of traffic wise when it comes to Google search. So that's why you definitely want to probably start targeting down on roofing and things of that nature. But with there being less total search volume for remodeling too, it's most likely going to be a little bit easier to rank for too. So we could dominate when it comes to those different services that you provide. But BMF, we can see their ratings, not super great either, only indexing for about 59 keywords. And if we come in here, we can see what they're actually. So most of it's coming from their company name there. Yeah, they're even got some keywords for plumbing. Let's see here. What did I type in here? Remodeling. Okay. I'm not even sure if that's a true keyword for your guys' area, but it pulls it up. And a lot of this, if it's not a true keyword that people normally search all the time, what happens is a lot of times the companies down here that are ranking will rank a lot based off of actually who's ranking here organically through the Google business profile. So we see BMF is top, BMF is on top for the website here. Then the next one is you guys, and then Team Tours, Home Services is nowhere to be seen because a lot of these directories are beating most of you guys out too. But with that being said, I would definitely be trying to target as many of those keywords as possible, especially those ones that are going to bring in a lot of paying customers your way. And just have to do a lot of research. And again, you want to target and really get those service area pages that you have as well, being able to rank within those areas that you provide those services in too. So I'm running this video long. I apologize if you've gotten this far. You've been sticking with me, so I appreciate you. If you have any questions or concerns, if you need me to elaborate on this, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you any way I can. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Hope to hear from you soon.